Besh. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great weekend. So, I'm here again, Coach Kits, to give you another fabulous tips, suggestions and video tutorial. So today we're going to talk about a very special topic, and I know you're going to be interested. Kung last time we've talked about how to work in a cruise ship somewhere on, working abroad. This time, it's not just only working abroad, but also migrating abroad. So some of you are, really planning to work, in the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, or in other parts of the world. But of course, the most stressful thing, should I say, is yung mga requirements. Okay. And one of the requirements, especially if you're going to work in an English-speaking countries like the countries that I've mentioned, is of course the English assessment or the English test. And pag sinabi mo English test, nako, lahat na parang worried kasi, parang hindi ako magaling mag-English, paano kaya yan, hindi ako ganun ka fluent, no, nakaka-nosebleed yan, okay, nakakatanggal ng utak, okay, so marami, lalo na nosebleed, okay, but don't you worry, because I am here to give you some tips and suggestion on what is the perfect English test that you should take. Because, there are lots of people are so confused. Marami nagtatanong sa akin, of course, for more than 10 years of teaching English, especially English preparation test. Marami nagtatanong, Ma'am, ano po talaga ang dapat kong kunin? Is it IELTS or is it TOEFL? Or is it PET, OET, or CELPIP? So, ang daming English tests ngayon. But of course, there are actually top 5 English examinations that are available here in the Philippines and that are also, requirements and accepted by English-speaking countries. Again, what are the English-speaking countries? United States, Australia, New Zealand, United Kingdom, and even in Canada, of course. So, anong dapat kong i-take? Okay, ano yung madali? Ano yung mabilis yung result. Yan ang mga usual tinatanong. Okay. These are actually the top 5 English examinations that are available in the Philippines, like what I said. Number 1, of course, we all know, most of the Filipino knows this, IELTS examination. International English Language Testing System, that's IELTS. Number 2, OET, Occupational English Test. Okay. Number 3, PET, Pearson English Test. And number 4, TOEFL, Test of English as a Foreign Language. And of course, the 5th one is CELPIP, okay, Canadian English Language Performance Index Program. Okay, that is CELPIP. So, which one should I take? Okay, number 1, you have to know kung saan talaga kayo pupunta, kung anong bansa. Okay, pupunta ba kayo ng US? Gusto niyo ba sa UK? Australia, New Zealand, ano ba gagawin nyo doon? Okay, magtatrabaho ba kayo? Magmamigrate ba kayo? So, with that, of course, malalaman natin kung ano. Like, for example, I'll give an example. I want to migrate in Australia. I want to migrate in Australia. So, ano kaya maganda? Okay, so either you take IELTS or the PET. But mostly, IELTS is actually the readily available exam. And definitely you will take it under the general module. Okay? Kasi ang general module is for those people who want to migrate. At saka yun yung mga tinatawag na mga blue-collar job. Like yung mga welders, like yung mga scaffolders, yan na mga yan. Okay? And they take it under general training. Okay? But if you want to work in Australia as a nurse or even study, then you take also IELTS under academic. Now, it depends also on your university. Depende sa university na papasukan mo. Minsan, sasabihin nila, we prefer PET, yung Pearson English Test. So, there's actually one review center and one examination center or test center here in the Philippines that offers the PET. Okay. Now, what if, for example, I want to go to Canada as an immigrant? Okay, pwede po bang IELTS Yes, Canadian government, they accept IELTS as well, but it's gonna be under general training pa rin. But there are some, of course, there are some requirements in the Canadian government that they ask you to take the CELPIP. Okay, the Canadian English Language Performance Index program, so CELPIP. So here in the Philippines, there is actually a testing center for CELPIP. And CELPIP is actually computer-based test, CBT. And it's readily available in the Philippines, the testing center. And the testing center is actually located or actually under the company of Magsaysay. Okay, Magsaysay Training Center. Okay, so that is actually so far, that's actually one of the test centers that I know that you can take CELPIP. But for IELTS, for example, you can take it under British Council or IDP Australia. So IELTS is actually already a worldwide phenomenon, I should say, because it's very popular and it's readily available. And then, of course, it's actually like 1,000 plus or maybe more than institution that accepts IELTS. Now, what about TOEFL? TOEFL is actually taken by, most of them are physical therapists. Test of English as a foreign language. Now, TOEFL is only accepted in the United States, but if you take TOEFL and you want to, let's say, apply in UK or in Australia, I don't think that they accept, TOEFL as one of the requirements for English test. So TOEFL is only accepted in the United States. But wait, there's more. Because if you go to the United States, there are some states there. If I'm not mistaken, I think I would mention like New York, Chicago, Florida, Michigan, that they only accept TOEFL. So, if you got IELTS, I'm very sorry to say you have to take the TOEFL. But there are some states in America, they accept either TOEFL or IELTS. So, before you take TOEFL or before you take the IELTS, try to, research on the state that you're about to apply, where you intended to work. You can check it out if they're accepting IELTS or TOEFL. So, actually, we're trying to, minimize or avoid the stress and, of course, the waste of money and the waste of time, because I know for sure for some of you, you know this, but for some who are not, of course, the price or the fee for this English examination is, it's not a big joke. Kumbaga, mahal talaga siya. So, hanggat maaari, sa mga estudyante ko, pag nagre-review ako, nagbibigay ako ng coaching, I tell them this should be a sniper. You should be, the mentality should be sniper. One shot, one deal. You take the exam, and then you passed it. Because I got several students that what they did is like self-study, but to be honest with you guys, it's not because of, the business thing, but of course, this is actually the truth. It's better that you have like a coach or a tutor for this one, because they give you feedback kung anong dapat o kung anong areas ang dapat nyong i-improve. And then another examination is, of course, the OET, or the Occupational English Test. Now, for those people who are intended to work in New Zealand, I would suggest that you take the OET rather than the IELTS, because if you're going to work in New Zealand as a medical professional like doctor, nurses, or PT or optometrist, or even dentist or dental hygienist, then you better take the OET, because it's it's one of their favorable, I should say, favorable requirement. Although I've heard for some that they are also accepting IELTS, but if you take OET, that's favorable to them, or it's favorable to you. It's a plus point for you. Okay, so what else? And then, of course, we also have like the PET, like what I said, the Pearson English Test. Then we also have again the CELPIP, and then the OET, and then the IELTS. Did I forget something here? I just wanted to make sure that I haven't forget anything. So I got my codico here. So okay, we also have, of course, the ESL assessment is also important. There are lots of online English assessment, readily available online. It is free, totally free, and you can do your self assessment, and then of course, you will get to know whether you're a beginner or elementary or intermediate or advanced. advanced in English communication, so that you already have the background about your English skills. That's very, very important, okay? So, I think that's about it. So, by the way, I would like to invite everybody to please visit my Facebook page. It's Versatile Coach or Coach Kids. You can actually leave a comment there. By the way, I'm giving free online assessment. I can give a feedback about your speaking, so it's definitely for free. Or you can visit my Facebook page, also the IELTS online review. You can message me there. Just tell them that you're one of our subscribers of our channel. It's very important, guys. I'm going to give you a free online assessment on speaking. Just click on the subscribe button. Okay? So, thank you so much. By the way, if you got like comments or violent reaction, just type in your comments below. And if there are, actually, if you got some questions, you can also type it below, and then I can do another video just to answer all your questions and all your queries. By the way, I am also doing a one-on-one coaching on IELTS and OET, PET, and CELPIP as well, and TOEFL. So if you're interested, please visit the page on my Facebook. Again, it's Versatile Coach or Coach Kids. You can find it on Facebook, or the IELTS online review. Or if not, you can still, comment your questions or your queries below the comment box, okay? But don't forget again the subscribe button, okay? So thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Bye. See you.